How's it going, everyone? Wally's OG here, and today is the first episode of what I am calling the Pit Lane Pursuit, which is going to be my small talk show slash podcast slash web show, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be what it is. I have no formal training. I didn't go to school for any of this. I just really like it, and I want to take a shot. This is literally my TLDR version of why I want to do the show. Can get into it a little bit later at some point. But regardless, this is just one of those things where I have felt uncomfortable and have wanted to do something like this for the longest time. And I do mean for the longest time, like close to about 10 years now. And I just never went and pulled the trigger. Well, guess what? I'm now pulling the trigger. I have a little bit, and I mean a little bit, of a script in front of me, which I don't normally do. And I'm probably going to go off of it just like I am right now. But hey, that's what this show is all going to be about. I'm learning. That's how it goes. It's probably going to be crap. Just warning you now. But you know what? Hey, I'm all here for it. So, what is the show going to be about? I kind of got off topic of it pretty much immediately. It's going to be about IMSA. It's a radio talk show slash podcast of all that, blah, 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 blah. IMSA. Motorsports Racing. To be precise, I really enjoy one of the support series for IMSA, but realistically, I race an iRacing with the GT4 cars and the GT3 cars a lot. Not GT3 cars this season because I dropped down a license, but regardless, I'm in TCR anyway. And top 100 world this season. It's not very difficult to get to. Anyway, let's talk about IMSA. And the very first start, I have the results for race 1 over here. You totally can completely see them on this monitor over here, but that's besides the point. That's pretty much just for me anyway. The race 2 results aren't here, but to be fair, race 2 kind of was almost a carbon copy of race 1. Almost, aside from how long the caution was and whatnot. But regardless, we do have the same winners for both race 1 and 2. We have Stephen Akakani in the P3 or LMP3 class. He did take first in race 1 and 2, and Luca Mars in the brand new Ford Mustang takes first in the GSX category slash GT4. I think the Mustang is called the GT4, and that's actually what it is, but the class itself is GSX. And he did race 1, by the way. He started in 30th out of 33rd, or out of 33, to finish first in his class. So 10th overall in race 1. The thing that really got me, and the announcers, they definitely caught on to it at some point, but like, Luca was like steadily progressing through the field for the first like 4 minutes of the race, and he was up to like 10th or something like that, P10, like 7 minutes in, right? And then I have written down here, with 29 minutes to go, he was up to P5, and we didn't really get a whole lot of visuals of basically how quickly he was able to overtake everyone through the pack. But once we got to like the last few minutes of the race under green flag, we completely understood why he just went through everything. 16 minutes left to go in the race. There was a full course yellow. And then it took them about 11 minutes or so to clear the debris and everything from the track. So we had, I think it was Michael Green came out with 5 minutes to go. Or no, sorry. I have it written down that off the start, the Green came out, and with 5 minutes to go, Luca got a really good jump on Michael Cooper in the Porsche. So he went from 4th to, I think, 3rd. And then with 2 laps to go, Luca basically off NASCAR 4 ended up getting a huge draft, and then he did it again on the next lap. And I'm thinking I'll have the replay of that up during this whole thing, obviously with their audio cut out, because I don't want to potentially get striked or anything like that. But yeah, can we just, like, holy crap, the legs on that Mustang. Holy crap. iRacing, please. Please. I know you have a Mustang in the game already, and it's been a while, okay? It's been a while. I say been a while, but actually it was like just a few months ago we got a new car. Anyway, if we could get, the remainder of the GT4 cars and potentially a remake of some of the TCR cars, would we really be sad about it? I don't think we would. So IMSA, iRacing, get together, do some things, please. All right. And now, obviously, all this said and done, I didn't get into the race a whole lot, and I'm kind of now at this point just talking about just how much fun I had watching actual racing again. Like I said, race 2 is basically a carbon copy of race 1. There wasn't as many exciting moments, though, as seeing Luca and this brand new Mustang. And I know, it's brand new. Of course, it's like overpowered and shit like that. I don't care. Seeing that thing go from here to there and to gone. I'm not a Ford guy. I drive a Hyundai. I haven't owned an American car, period. But I'll be damned if I didn't to when we were at the 24 Hours of Le Mans and what was it, Garage 56 came out with the NASCAR, the next gen. Of course, I'm bald eagling, for that kind of thing. In this, I think I'm just happy to see something that isn't a Mercedes win for once. We finally got an F1 where we don't have Mercedes winning pretty much every race now, but it's pretty much Red Bull now, so I guess we just swapped one evil for another. Anyway, besides that point, we're pretty much just super stoked that this is a thing now. Like I said, I'm going to get a lot better with this going on. This was super cut and dry. This was very much like, this is my very first take. I sat down. I'm home. This is just the way that it is. Currently on lunch, but it is, like I said, what it is. I'm already having fun doing this, and I know for a fact that I'm just going to have fun doing it more and more anyway, because I enjoy talking about racing and whatnot, and it's a lot of stuff that I'm learning, because I don't have, like I said, I have no media training as far as like actually doing the media side of this, and I also don't race in real life, although I want to. I don't know how to race in real life, like fundamentally, as in like nobody has like actually taught me, but I would like to say that I understand a very basic level of things, of what to do and what not to do. Obviously, with different classes of racing comes completely different things. Multi-class racing in itself, just like they're doing here at IMSA, is completely unhinged when it comes to faster drivers versus slower drivers, because someone could be in a lower class and is just an absolute god at what they do and is just amazing, little to no mistakes, pretty much bang on consistency, and all it takes, and I hate to do this to the LMP3s, but all it takes is a dentist to just completely ruin all of that prep and everything out of the way. But regardless, that is going to be why I pretty much focus on most of the series that I enjoy, but I am going to cover, obviously, like the whole bit of the race and whatnot, and I'm very much more in tune with the GT4/GSX class than I am with LMP3. Just it's closer. It's closer. They're essentially stripped down road cars with wings and some minor modifications in GSX class, which is like the closest thing you can get to an actual car. Which is, personally, that's my whole thing. Is I want to see actual cars go at it with little to no modifications on them. Like, fuck balance of power. I don't even care about that. Honestly, I don't even care about BOP. Obviously, someone can come in here with 1,000 horsepower and beat the guy at 500 horsepower. That's a thing, and I completely understand that, but it's like, I don't know. I want to go back to, I guess, in a sense, classic NASCAR with the whole sense of win on Sunday, sell on Monday. And I don't mean for it to win on a Sunday and sell on a Monday. It's just so cool to be like, oh, that BMW is super cool. I saw it win in a race, and now here it is on the road. I don't know why that's just like a cool concept to me, but it is. Like, for the fact of, in 2019, when I saw the debut of the Veloster N TCR, I was like, holy shit, I want that car. And here we are, 2 years later. It's a little bit more than 2. I've almost had the car for 2 years, but I now have a 2022 Veloster N DCT. I mean, it's not a TCR, but I could make it a TCR if I had the FU kind of money, which I don't. Wish I did, though. Or, if any team wants a random esports driver. Except I'm not in esports either. But, wanna be. Anyway, I'm rambling on now. If you're still here, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This is, like I said, this is going to be one of those things. It's going to be a quick thing. In the future, it could last longer than this. It should last longer than this, realistically. Like, I want to get to a point where I'm not just doing summaries of, like, the one race or the two races or something. Like, I want to do, like, a full race weekend. If it's an hour-long video / podcast, so be it. I don't care. Like, it's this is, like, the side project for me, and this is something that was one of those things where it's, like, a lot of people right now are quitting on YouTube. Like, the really, really big names that have been doing it for super long are quitting because they aren't doing the things that they want to do anymore. And it's not like they're quitting YouTube necessarily. They're quitting the main channel, or at least, like, the main responsibilities of said main channel. And most of them now are kind of just going back to what they originally were doing or what they just want to do. This is one of those things where it's like, I wanted to do this kind of a show. I feel like just me talking about stuff like this is fun to me. If it's cool to other people and fun to other people, then awesome. That's just it. Like, that's realistically it. Like, and it's like, why not, you know? If something comes out of this, then that's just a bonus, if anything, out of that, you know? So, anyway, I've rambled on now for an extra, like, couple minutes when I've already technically done the sign-off. But, next week, or this weekend coming up, is the Daytona 24-hour. That is my dog, very angry at some brakes outside, but once the 24 hours over, I'll do my summaries and whatnot, and we'll come back with another video sometime next week on the pit lane pursuit. It was called something else, and then I realized that someone else had the name, or several people actually had the name, and some people might even have the name Pit Lane Pursuit. But you know what? It is what it is. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope you stick around. I hope you have some things in the comments to say about it. Go look at some of my other videos. You can comment things that you want to comment. It's fine. I'll take criticism. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.